So this is a Lunar Alaria TS. Going to take you around the caravan and show you a bit about it and show you how it works. The front of the van is the hitch up point. We do that in person on site, but we do have a separate video for that if you are interested in how that works in particular. I can send that through to anyone if they contact us here at the caravan company. In the front of the van, this van hasn't been cleaned yet, so I do apologise for the mess in the front lock sill. But you've got your gas regulator at the top, which is a dual connection one, so you can run 2 bottles off the same regulator with a changeover valve just here. As you can see, wherever the arrow is pointing, so it's pointing to this side at the moment, so technically you'd run off that bottle at that point. If you turn the valve over, as you can see the arrow points over towards the right, it would run off the bottle that's connected to that side. You don't have to have 2 bottles connected, as it's got a cap on there if you decide you just wish to run one. Inside this van, you've got your Aldi gas flue, so that is when you're running the heating system on gas, or the heating system on gas, or water heating on gas. You've then got your water filter in the top here, and then you've got your water pump connection here as well. To remove it from the side of the van, you pull the blue button back and pull it out, or you pull the blue button back and push it into the van, then drop into your aquaroll. The power switch is there. We'll go through that when you're here on site, because that's to do with the motor mover and the self-leveling, so I'll demonstrate that when you're here on site. Then you've got your battery box and your mains power point connection, which connects to the power on site. Next up, you've got your wheels and motor mover. Again, the motor movers is something we go through on site, so that isn't something we're doing in this particular video. But then we've got the wheels as well, which we torque the wheel nuts before any caravan leaves site. Got your grey waste pipes coming out the side, so they'll go down to your waste master for the grey water coming out the side of the van, and then you've got your toilet tank at the back here. At the top here, you've got your flush tank, which requires 3.5 litres of water and a cap full of the pink fluid. Then at the bottom there, you've got your toilet cassette, which isn't open at the moment, but the toilet cassette pulls out. You've got a neck on there that turns round and comes out, so you can empty the waste out of it, and you've got a pressure relief valve on the back. Before you use that, you'll need to put 1 litre of water in and a cap full of the blue fluid. Coming around to the other side of the van, like I said, the legs on this van are electric, so we'll demonstrate them here in person. On this side of the van, you've got a storage locker that goes underneath the bed, one of the rear beds. And then towards the front of the van, you've got your wet storage locker here. You've got a 240 volt electric connection, so if you've got one power out into your awning, you can run an extension lead out and you'd be able to power your awning. On the front, you've got a barbecue gas point. Going inside the van, above the door, you've got your main control panel for the caravan. So you've got power on here. As you can see, you've got your interior lights on and off, awning lights on and off. This one here will change the combination of the lights that are on. So as you can see, you can have your lights on above the cabinets, etc. You've then got your leisure battery to car battery. So when you're towing, you would need to come inside and hit the power button and then hit the button again to go over to leisure battery or the 12 volt supply from the car when you're towing down the road. The button here is to fill the onboard water tank. So you connect your aquaroll on the outside. It has got an underslung water tank on this van. So to fill it, you'd press the button here and that would start filling the water tank that's underneath the van. If you want to run from your aquaroll only, you can press the button here and that will put power to the water pump, and that will run from the aquaroll just straight through your hot water tank. So if you want to run the underslung tank, you'd press here, and if not, you'd press here for the underslung, for the normal aquaroll. On this control panel here, you see you've got a lot of information on here. Every time I press a different button, something else appears on there. So as you see, battery voltage, capacities, etc. going on there. I'm going to turn the pump off for a moment. I'm going to turn the tap off in the shower that is running by the sound of it. Just turn it off for now. To bleed the water system, the other thing I forgot to say is that you do need to have every tap open on the caravan on the hot side, so it gets water complete through the system. Once there's water coming out of each tap, you can then shut them off and you can come over to your water heating. Now the control panel to the left, to the right of the main control panel is the heating and hot water control panel. You got power on and off down here. We've currently got it turned on, but to turn it off you hit the power button. So let me know up here in the corner that we're connected to mains power and the internal temperature of the caravan at the moment. To control the temperature of the caravan, you've got down or up, so that is for your internal temperature for your heating. Below that you've got your water heater option, so you've got water on, which is around 35 to 40 degrees, and then you've got water boost for if you're showering on board the caravan. So one bar, as you can see here, is water heating on, so 35 to 40 degrees. Hit it again and that is water boost when the bar is completely full. Below that you've got the amount of power you've got coming into the caravan. So on some caravan sites you've got the option of 1, 2 or 3 kilowatts available. Now depending on what the site is and what they tell you the power supplies you can run your caravan, you can select on here the amount of power that is coming into the caravan. If you wish to run the heating on gas or electric, on gas, you can hit the button down here at the bottom and it will self-ignite on gas when you've got a gas bottle on board. Underneath the seat, we've got the drain down valve, which you're going to need to make sure is shut before you fill the water system. So just down there, that yellow valve that you see is the water drain down valve. If I was to open that valve up now, the water that I've got in the system would completely drain off from that particular tank. And if you wish to drain the onboard tank, I'll show you that in a second, but most people do just run off the Aquaroll system like most vans do. Next to that you've got your mains control panel. You've got a complete system shutdown. You've got your 12 volt fuses with a list here of what each of those 12 volt fuses are for. You've then got your reverse polarities from some European countries. Your charger system we advise you leave live at all times. The space heater and water heater we also advise you leave on all the time. In the black panel just here, you've got your mains protection switches, so your trip switches essentially. And below that again, you have got a list of what each of those trip switches is for. Now I'm just trying to find where the drain down switch is for the onboard water tank, which is just here in this cupboard. If you wish to drain the onboard water system, you very simply pull this plunger up, and the water that is in the onboard tank will completely drain out. You need to make sure that is pushed down completely before you start filling the water system, if not the water will run back out the bottom of the van. Cooker, fairly self-explanatory. Electric ring on the back, that will only work on the 240, and the gas operation for the rest of the rings and the grill and oven is the same as your household. Going over to the fridge now. The fridge on this van is fairly straightforward to use. You've got power on. Got gas operation. It will self-ignite on gas. At the moment there's no gas connected, so it's not going to ignite. When it does ignite, the blue light here will go solid and you can control the temperature of the fridge on gas on the button just here. If you want to run mains power, you can also do that. So as you can see, it's gone to mains. And again, you can control the temperature of the fridge on the button just here. When you're towing down the road, if you wanted to, you can use the fridge as a cool box for the beers and wine. You can click the battery symbol here when you're connected to a vehicle. As you can see at the moment, we are not connected to a vehicle. But when you are, you can press that button and like I said, it will work the fridge as a cool box. You have also got automatic mode, which will go straight to the mains power. So if you're on a main site, hit the A and it will automatically connect up to the mains power. Just turn that off for now. So press and hold the power button and that will turn the fridge back off. The microwave may look like it's turned off at the moment. However, it is an eco microwave, so you need to come inside, hit the eco button and it will wake the microwave up. In the instruction manuals, which are on the seat there, which is the same with every caravan unless it's got a drawer set at the front where we put them in, then that'll explain the operation of the microwave. There is a reminder on the front, you need to press the eco button to wake it up when it's in power saving mode. Coming down to the back of the van, the toilet system is an electric flush, and then you've got your waste flap at the bottom which you'll need to open so the waste goes down into the cassette underneath the van. When you are finished with the lube, we do advise you shut that back off to stop any smells coming into the caravan. One last feature on the Alaria I'm going to show you is just here. So this control panel here, you can hit the power on button, or should be able to, and you should be able to select the colour of the lights inside the van. Now, Haven't used this before, so I think you can bear with me a second. So, here at the bottom you've got the option to change the colour of the lights. So as you can see, the lights are yellow there at the moment. However, when I press the button across, so select a different colour, for instance, just here, and you'll see that you can actually adjust how bright each of these lights are. So you can dull them down, or you can brighten them up. So again, you've got purple, green, etc. on there. So to select the colour, you press the circular piece on the outside here. To turn them on, you press the button here, and then you've got your button in the corner to select what colour you want. To change the brightness, you use the arrows at the bottom here. Now I hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions at all, please do give us a call here at the Caravan Company and we'll be more than happy to help. Thank you very much. Bye bye.